Hello, everyone. This is Angela Tobin, the founder and director of Kinship Caregivers Connect. And I just wanted to put together a little virtual holiday card from KCC because we're so grateful for your support over the past year, whether you're a kinship caregiver who's come to our support group or a community organization that's shown up for us. We just really wanted to wish you happy holidays and a happy new year. And we did want to reflect on the year that we've had together. It's truly been amazing. It's been our fifth year, which is an amazing landmark for us of doing KCC. I can't believe it. But we have had two wonderful events, one in the Dayton area and then one in the Cleveland area to bring together our families. We'll keep doing these events twice per year. And we do have awesome volunteers from Ohio State University that have shown up as well. We've grown a lot in 2025. A major way that we've grown is we are actually transitioning to a nonprofit organization. And so we do have a board of directors now, and you can learn more about them on our website. But we're so grateful for their dedication and support. Before this, a lot of it was just a one-man show. And I realized that it does take a village, and KCC needs our village too. So it's been amazing to have so many different areas of expertise and personal experience being brought to KCC. And I know it will only set us up to sustain what we're doing and continue to grow. We've completed a research study in 2025 with the Cincinnati Children's Hospital Child Welfare Research Lab. And so we are looking at those results, and we've been doing presentations. We got really positive feedback about the impact of our support group for both caregiver and family well-being. And we learned some components of the KCC model that seem to work well, as well as some suggestions. So we will be bringing these results back to the group, and we've also presented at various conferences, such as the Generations United conference with Tangi and Yaya, who were co-researchers on this project. We also have two co-facilitators, Sydney and Yaya, that help lead meetings. So it's been really great to have them on board. We've had new partnerships statewide with all different organizations, lots of new presentations that we'll get to on the next slide, and just new connections in general. So we're really grateful to always grow in the community and to hopefully support other organizations and their work too. And then finally, we were recognized as an exemplary program by the Grand Families and Kinship Support Network. So you can see about that on our website as well. We've covered so many topics in 2025. These are just some of them. I couldn't even fit them all on one slide. I did want to give a shout out to the organizations that come and do these presentations. So actually about half of our meetings are presentations or discussions about specific topics. The other half are open discussion, but we really find it important to bring members into the community from our group so we can learn from the experts, but also they can learn from us about kinship care too. So we've had Ohio Can present on kinship public benefits. We've had Grace Haven come twice. One of their presentations was on online safety for children. And then we've had a new segment we've added this year called Caregiver DIY. So we have caregivers lead a meeting showing their talents with the group. So we've had a collage by Deborah. Rachel has shared how to make homemade vanilla extract and laundry detergent. And we've had two journaling workshops with Onita. And then we've had a presentation by Liz Schmidt, and she's at Lincoln Memorial University, about addressing reproductive health issues with your children as a caregiver, including sex education. We've had suicide prevention and QPR training by Courage to Caregivers. Positive parenting strategies with the Triple P program at Nationwide Children's Center. And we've had many presentations with them over the year. We've talked about managing challenging emotions through family togetherness. This was a presentation by Dr. Alina, who's an occupational therapist. We've had human trafficking prevention by Dr. Christie, and she's with Eyes Up Appalachia. Rebalancing after the rush and self-care. We talk a lot about this. Dr. Ashley Hicks, who's also a board member, has presented on this. We have to give a huge shout out to ABLE, Advocates for Basic Legal Equality. They've come and given so many generous presentations to our group and for our group on topics such as legal custody and guardianship, SSI, SSDI, housing rights, and just a legal Q&A. So thank you, advocates for basic legal equality, and especially Joe, who is also our board member and actually our board president, for this helpful information. We've talked about mindfulness with Lori, caregiver burnout and illuminating hope with Courage to Caregivers, how to make sleep work for you. This was with Charlene, an OT student. Ohio Grandparent Kinship Coalition has come and presented on kinship advocacy. And honestly, like I said, there's many more topics we couldn't even fit on this page, but we're just so grateful to be able to learn together in community. I think that makes such a difference. We have so many great questions, great discussion. So if you're a caregiver who hasn't yet attended our group, these are just some of the things that we talk about, and we're always looking for suggestions of what to bring to the future. And then finally, we've covered the inherent strengths of kinship families training by Dr. Crumbly again this year as well. And that's a video series. So excited to see the ways that we will grow in 2026. We will welcome a new capstone student, and her name's Maddie. So she will be with us and helping lead support groups. She actually has a special interest in fetal alcohol spectrum disorder, so she'll be bringing some of that information to us. And for those that don't know, Sydney, our current program special or kinship family well-being consultant, was a previous OT student. So we're excited for another one. We do hope to obtain 501c3 status in 2026. This will allow us to apply for more grants independently and also solicit donations and community support. And then finally, there will be more opportunities to get involved, especially for caregivers in our group as we continue to grow. All right, this is a time where I invite you all to reflect on 2025. I was trying to think about January of 2025 a year ago and could barely remember what was even going on at that time. I feel like sometimes life can be such a whirlwind, especially when it's so busy. But just take a moment to think about this past year, and you can reflect on something that you've learned and then also something that you want to leave behind in 2025. So I think there's always lessons and growth, and then also things that we may grow out of. So I invite you to think about that and also write it down somewhere. And instead of setting a resolution, which you are welcome to do, something that I like to do is just to choose a word of the year. And this is something that can embody what you hope next year will bring. So a really great resource, I'll put it in the description of this video, is Morgan Harper Nichols. She has a 50-word year, like a 50-word list for the year, and I think 100-word list. So I really enjoy scrolling through that and just seeing what stands out and resonates for me. And you can write that word somewhere down as well. We've had some really great ideas from caregivers, or of course you can come up with your own word too. And I think for KCC, our 2026 word would be abundance. And just with our goal of not only sustaining what we're doing, but growing and having an abundance of services that we can offer, and also an abundance of support in our work, and including caregivers and everything that we do. So I'm having a goal of abundance for 2026. And as always, we'll end on our affirmations. We do this at the end of every support group meeting. We actually choose one that resonates the most. We'll vote on it, and then we'll say it together. And it's just such a special way to claim the space together, but also to set intentions for whatever we need or whatever we would like to in that moment. So I want you to listen to these. You can choose what resonates most to you. These are all by Morgan Harper Nichols as well. She's so amazing. So I'll read each of them. So this says, I will prepare for the journey ahead by pacing myself one day at a time. I am free to be proud of my progress, even while I'm still on the journey. I look forward to being surprised by joy. I am slowly finding peace and knowledge I'm slowly finding peace in knowing I don't have to figure it out all at once. So you can choose what you need most right now. All of them are so good. But I really just wanted to take the time to personally say thank you and happy holidays. We are so appreciative of everyone's commitment to KCC. It truly takes a village. And as an executive director, I feel like I have a village in each and every one of you, truly. This can never be a one person undertaking. We're all about connection and community. I've learned so much from the caregivers in our group. I feel like you all bring so much light and joy and togetherness and hope to this world through all of the difficult times. So we really couldn't do it without you and without your perseverance and without your decision to show up for one another, even when life is busy or hard. So anytime I see any person at a meeting, it truly means so much. And to our community partners as well, truly, everything is better when we can do it together and come together to support families. If there's any way we can support you, please don't hesitate to reach out. But to anyone that's come to our group or just shared about our group or just stay tuned to listen to what we're doing, thank you so much. And we'll continue to do this work together. Feel free to send any kinship caregiver our way in Ohio, and we're happy to be a support. But I really wish you joy and peace in this holiday season. I hope you can do something small for yourself, even if it's just a couple breaths before you get out of bed in the morning, giving yourself extra grace, holding on to those boundaries, whatever it is. We actually do have a KCC Holiday Self-Care Guide on our website. So feel free to check that out as well as a resource and try some of those things. But most importantly, just keep bringing your light into the world. Know everything that you're doing for your family and the kids in your care are making such a difference, and know that we are a light to you as well. So truly wishing you a rejuvenating holiday season. I want to say relaxing, but I know that's unrealistic most of the time. But that you can be ready for the new year and know that no matter what happens in this next year, you have support behind you. So take this as our virtual holiday card. Thank you so much again, and happy holidays.